President Donald Trump back in South Florida for a third time this weekend before holding a rally in Melbourne tomorrow.
Air Force One arriving at Palm Beach International Airport earlier this afternoon after the president talked jobs and much more in South Carolina. Local 10's Leanne Morejon live in West Palm Beach with more on this next presidential visit.
And Lori, Calvin, everything is now nice and quiet, back to normal here on the route to Mar-a-Lago. But I want to show you some video because this was the moment that President Donald Trump landed in Palm Beach aboard Air Force One, arriving at Palm Beach International Airport to spend the weekend here in Palm Beach. We know before leaving, the president greeted supporters out on the tarmac and was even signing some caps and memorabilia for the people who were there. He then got into a black SUV, part of his motorcade, and that made its way down from the airport through Southern Boulevard and onto Mar-a-Lago. Of course, that is where he will be spending the weekend. He will leave only for a few hours tomorrow for a rally in Melbourne. Now, as we mentioned, the motorcade did leave the airport, and all along the way from the airport down Southern Boulevard all the way to Mar-a-Lago, supporters, dozens of them, gathered here with signs saying they wanted to greet the president themselves, saying they wanted to show their support for the commander-in-chief.
I'm here to support him. I think he really needs to see as much support as he can.
The negative press just keeps on and keeping on, and Trump is doing everything right. He's the greatest president this country has ever seen.
What would you like him to know?
God bless you, President. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He's a good man, and I just appreciate what he's doing for the veterans.
President Donald Trump in Charleston to view the newest Boeing Dreamliner.
May God bless the United States of America, and God bless Boeing.
He promised to bring back jobs and beef up U.S. defenses.
We are going to fully rebuild our military. By the way, do you care if we use the F-18 Super Hornets? We are looking seriously at a big order.
Meanwhile, today the U.S. Senate approving Scott Pruitt to lead the Environmental Protection Agency.
Nomination is confirmed.
That's despite objections from Democrats. They urged holding off until Pruitt, the Oklahoma Attorney General, turned over thousands of communications with coal, oil, and gas companies.
That the majority leader is now going to try to scoot through this nomination one step ahead of the emails, with his own caucus unable to see what is in them, is another sign of some rather dark forces at work.
The Senate Majority Leader says Democrats are just trying to slow things down.
I hope at some point here the other side will accept the results of last year's election.
And of course, after the firing, the resignation of National Security Advisor Michael Flynn, that spot still needs to be filled. And so we understand that President Trump will be interviewing, speaking with several people he's considering to fill that spot here in Mar-a-Lago, speaking to possible candidates. And of course, we also know tomorrow there will be that rally in Melbourne that he will be leaving Mar-a-Lago for a few hours to attend. So of course, a busy weekend for the president here in South Florida. For now, we're live in Palm Beach. Leanne Morejon, Local 10 News.